right, guys, how's it going? Welcome back to All for United. We are going to win the Champions League. I will not stop until it's done, and I'm not being stopped because guess what? We're top of the group, so we're going to win that as well. You can't stop me. This is the Hype Train. Welcome to the post-match reaction. With me, I've got Joe, I've got Kojo, I've got Temi. We've got all the legends here in this legendary post-match reaction. Guys, tell me, try and convince me after watching that first half that we're not going to win the Champions League. Joe, you try first.
Okay, I want to first off point out before any of you start watching this, Kartik was like, are we top at the moment? What group are we in? Okay, grand. That's cool. I thought it was just for a tweet. It's just go, okay, so I can brag. That's grand. It's guaranteed. We emphatically beat Istanbul, not Besiktas, not Galatasaray, or not Fenerbahce tonight 4-1. So if we can beat, if we're playing them every week, then of course we'll win the Champions League.
Temi, your turn. Tell me, try and convince me that we're not going to win the Champions League.
Do you really want me to do that, or do you want me to just shed light?
Maybe skip past it.
Yeah, because you know I'm not gonna
Kojo, your turn.
Yeah.
Do you want me to be serious? Or
You two are boring. Right, anyway.
Yeah, come back to me.
We're going back to Joe.
You know I'm boring. You know I'm boring.
Champions
I was
League,
going to say fired.
Okay, no, in all seriousness, great win for United tonight. We needed that, obviously, to get back to winning ways. We're going top of the group now, so we've given ourselves a great chance to even top it. Never mind, just qualify. Initial thoughts then, Joe, go on.
I would not say it was a great win. I would say it was but just around standard, because I was expecting, like, a team like United, a team from the Premier League in the first place playing the Champions League, should not have an issue against a team like Istanbul, not Galatasaray, Besiktas, or Fenerbahce. It should have been 3-0, handy out. We shouldn't have conceded even. We gave them too much of the ball. I feel for definitely 30 minutes, I was looking at us being like, this is beautiful. When Bruno and Rashford were, and even Cavani, and it was just flowing. It was beautiful. And I was like, yes, this is what I want to see. And then, and it happens. You go 3-0 up, and you kind of let it sit back because hey, Barry, as the game was going on, you realize we have a lot of games coming up, so they sit back and they let them attack. But then once Bruno comes off, and then I don't think I was the only one, but when it's the 80th minute and it was 3-1 and they were kept attacking us, I was like, I've seen this result fall away before. Do you know?
Mm-hmm.
There was a bit of fear getting there, but if before the game, it's what I hoped it would be, 4-1 or a good victory. So I'll take it, but I'm not entirely. I'm not enthused by this result too much, and if we can spring on for it, absolutely. And with the football we played at parts, I'm overjoyed with that. But it's after, when we got comfortable, when we got a bit lazy, that's what I shouldn't maybe focus on it, but that's what I'm concerned about.
Yeah, the tempo definitely dropped in the second half. I wasn't impressed with that at all. I kind of predicted it at halftime. I said it's either going to end 3-0, 3-1, or we'll just get one more in the second half, and that's exactly what happened. I'll have my say on what went on in a bit, but I'll go to Temi first. Temi, what did you think went well in that first half, at least?
Temi,
your mic's muted, by the way.
Oh, my bad. I'm back.
Yeah, go again.
Like I said, I think we looked way more fluid, specifically in the midfield. Donnie was, I think for the full 90. Obviously, Bruno didn't play the full 90. I thought he was the best player just in terms of consistency. He kept the ball ticking, and that's something we desperately lack when we have just Fred and McTominay in there. The ball just doesn't tick the right way. It's a little bit slower. I thought, Martial playing out left gave a different energy. Rashford playing out right gave a different energy. And instead of having, playing Juan Mata there, or somebody who's not a natural winger, they just play Rashford on the right. I like that. I really, really like that. I thought he held his defensive responsibilities too, which people don't notice. I thought Rashford did a really, really good job of that. And it was just way, way more fluid. Cavani looked good, even though he didn't score. I thought he was bright, in my opinion, held the ball up well. Some of those touches that he played were just really, 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 fantastic, in my opinion. And it was just better. I thought the subs, honestly, is what made the game kind of weird at the end. I thought his substitutions were weird. Bring on James, and then Brandon Williams, and then another attacking player, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know who I forget who that third sub was when he made 3 changes, but that's when the game kind of started getting shaky.
Yeah.
That's when the game started getting shaky. Then he had to bring Matic on to see if he could kind of calm it down again. But I'm happy with his performance. The only thing I'm going to continue to say is we have to do this consistently. We've seen this so many times. If we don't if we don't beat Southampton, we're just back to square one again. So this is just something we have to continue. Have to continue.
Yeah, good points. Kojo, we'll get your thoughts then. What do you think was the difference between the second half?
First half felt like we had a lot more intent. There was a focus on trying to get at them and prove a point. Because the performance on the weekend obviously wasn't good enough going forward. So we had to go out there and really assert ourselves from the beginning. Bearing in mind also the way they beat us was quite embarrassing as well. So you have to come back and get that sort of quote-unquote revenge beatdown that you have to give them. So I think the first half was that, but I think they got too comfortable knowing that the game was pretty much done. And you don't want them to drop their levels so far down. You can forgive them for, conserving a bit of energy and fitness, but you can't dip that much lower to the point where they're looking a bit better than you and they managed to get a goal in. That's just not good enough. So that's where I feel like the difference was. And the substitutions here were, again, a little bit weird, but I think Ole just thought the game was done himself. Didn't think the team would concede another 2 goals to make it 3-3, no chance today. So, all in all, it's the win that they needed. They needed a big win, and they got a big win.
Yeah. Comments, make sure to get involved. Let us know what you thought made the difference today. What made us play so well in that first half? For me, I think there's 2 talking points that we have to mention. I said it when the team news came out that the midfield was going to be spot on. I think there's 2 sides to this. Number one, in possession, we were superb because I think Fred and Van der Beek was so fluid. I think it just worked. The three of Fred, Van der Beek, and Bruno was just so fluid, and that links into my second point, which was Cavani. I thought he is the perfect number 9 for this system. He's the exact kind of player we need. His movement, his link-up play, and he's making selfless runs. Everything was superb from Cavani, and I can't say more about it. The flip side is that midfield, as much as I loved it, it lacked a bit of defensive balance, just a little bit. Something was lacking there, and it just felt as if they didn't have the discipline. Maybe it's because they haven't played enough together. Maybe they haven't trained enough together. That might come with them. That might be a potential future partnership between Van der Beek and Fred. But I thought they just needed a bit more discipline. Sometimes they get caught out, and that's what led to most of our chances.
Maguire was
I'd like to hear the rest.
A lot.
Yeah, and that's what left both of our centre-backs really exposed. I'll go to Joe first. Thoughts on those 2 talking points then? Cavani and the midfield.
I think Cavani had a really excellent game. I think the reason he was kept on is because, and same with Martial, is that Ollie wanted both of them to get a goal, ideally, because I thought Cavani was just ever present all over the game, and he's very, very clever. There was a couple of just little things he did, little dinks, and little just like shadow movements he did that it just comes when you're 33 and you're an international player, an internationally renowned player, and someone we needed at the club. But unfortunately, he is 33, and I don't think we should be. I've said this before. We can't look at him as being our starting striker because we can't rely on someone who is 33. But in saying that, I don't think we can rely on Martial. I don't think Martial had a very good game today. I think he started off on fire, and then after 20 minutes when it died down, I don't think he was that impressive. I completely agree with what Temi said with his defensive, what he brought to the game as well. He was tracking back loads, and he was definitely trying, but I just don't feel he was on the pace, and I don't think he really had a chance either. But I'm hoping he'll improve, and he didn't look great when he went off. And on Fred and Donny, I thought Fred had a good game, a couple of missed passes and stuff like that, and the same with Donny. I don't think the 2 of them were shining lights. I don't think our defense. It was overexposed. It was incredibly exposed. When you're looking at when I was shitting myself for the last couple of minutes. All right,
even before that 20-minute run in the first half, there was a couple times where they got left out to dry. Lindelof had a great first half before he got hurt. But we looked exposed even in the first half, and it was worrying. But anyway, I digress.
But that's, in that I think we gave them far too much of the ball. We showed them far too much respect. I think that Fred and Donny could be maybe the midfield for next season going on, but they need a few more games together, absolutely. I don't think they were overly impressive tonight, but again, the first time that partnership has been on, and we won the game. So that's all you can want from it.
Temi, I want to hear your thoughts on Martial, because when I was watching the game, I thought the first half he was really involved in the play. He was dangerous. He was making things happen. Second half, he was still involved, but I just felt the play wasn't going down his side enough, and maybe that's why he was sort of isolated. What did you make of his performance?
Yeah, I think he had a really good game. Personally, I thought defensively he kept to his principles. We were pretty much playing 4-4-2, 4-4-1-1, whatever you want to call it. He had the responsibility of tracking back, and he did it. And I think he did it decently well. In the first half, he was electric. I thought he was absolutely electric, linking up with different players, Bruno, VDB, Cavani. And then in the second half, when the tempo slowed down, I think he slowed down. And I think everyone slowed down. I mean, literally everyone in that second half. I didn't mind that the tempo slowed down, especially when you're up 3-0, as long as you kept possession. But like I said, I think Ollie made a mistake with the subs he made. And that's when things got a little disjointed. The shape kind of fell apart. People didn't know who to press. It became very disjointed. So I think Rashford had a okay game. I think he had a really good game defensively. I didn't think he had an amazing game going forward, if that makes sense. But people don't think about, defensive responsibilities when you're thinking about a winger. But yeah, I think Martial had a really good game. And I'm not going to be expecting him to score when he's playing left midfield, essentially. That's the position he took. Those are the spaces he took today. So yeah, I think he did good. I think he did good.
We'll go over to the other wing then, Kojo. I'm going to ask you about Rashford, because I thought he had a pretty good game as well, which I didn't really expect. When I saw that he was going to be playing on the wing, I didn't know what to expect from his performance. I thought maybe he might, sort of fall out of the game a little bit, but he was lively. He was involved in the play. What did you make of it?
Yeah, I agree. I think the most important thing for me was that he made his game simple as possible. It was direct running at defenders, which he wanted to do a bit more of, the passing at the right time. Decision making was still here and there, but overall, it's not a performance that we can complain about. And of course, the defensive side is really, really important, because as good as Wan-Bissaka is defending, obviously he's not going to have a great game all the time. And it was very important that your winger does the most to come and help him track back. Usually, when you got Greenwood or Mata on that side, it's going to be Wan-Bissaka by himself on that in that position. So you need someone that's going to track back and help him. And Rashford did that very well. But yeah, his decision making is the main thing. At the end of the day, he's a good player. He can cause trouble for any defense in the world. But the one thing he needs to work on is the final pass. There was one counter attack we had. I think there was 4 of us. And maybe I think I feel like he should have gone to the right, or if you're gonna play over to the left side, your pass has to be.
Yeah, it was the one. It was the one where he looked for Cavani rather than slide it to Bruno.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like in that moment, that's where the difference is. Those small things that can cost you. Well, no, we didn't cost us today, but maybe cost us in future. So
yeah, right.
Just work on that. But I don't want to say he's still young. He's 22, 23 now.
Yeah,
so, 22. So 27 is when you reach your peak. It'll iron out. Eventually, he'll get there. But other than that, good performance.
You mentioned Wan-Bissaka, and I want to talk about the fullbacks, because it was a fantastic sight to see in the second half that United had their first and second best left backs on the pitch at the same time. Yeah. Brandon Williams and Alex Telles. Fantastic. It was brilliant. I just sat there and I went, thank you, Ollie. Thank you.
Stop that.
I needed this.
Stop that. Stop that.
In all seriousness, now, I do want to ask you about the subs. What did you guys make of Mason Greenwood coming on? Because it's been a while since we've seen him play. Joe, we'll go to you first.
Yeah,
did he show anything? I mean, he didn't have a lot of time, but
I think immediately he was in the game, because the pace and everything had slowed down, and what was going through the team was just don't injure yourselves. So Greenwood came in immediately and stormed through them all, and I was like, he's going to score, but I think he just tripped over his legs. But he didn't. Yeah, and after that, our prerogative wasn't really to score. It was to sit back, let them at us. If we can get them on the counter attack, cool. But the main thing was just not to concede and not to lose and just no one get injured. So I don't think he had much of a chance to shine. I think it was more of a case of, let's just give you 20, 30 minutes. Do what you have to do out there. If you don't score, it doesn't matter, but just get your fitness up against Southampton. So I'd say I would be very surprised if he isn't. Oh, well, maybe. I'm not sure if he'll be starting against Southampton, but I imagine the week after he'll be back in the team, like, properly. I think that we won't go into the starting lineup for the Southampton game, but I think he came on and he showed a lot, and I'm glad to have him back. That's the main thing. Yeah.
Sorry, my internet is just all over the place.
I was looking at you and I was like, I think I felt I finished that sentence, and then I was like, do I have to keep talking because Karthik isn't speaking?
Karthik still isn't speaking.
Yeah, he still isn't speaking.
Yeah, if my internet dies at any point, someone's got to take over this.
Yeah, don't worry. The comments. We'll let the comments take over.
Oh wow!
Right, let's have a look at the comments anyway. What is my face frozen on right now? No, what's going on? Some.
Karthik, hey, Karthik,
You've got to give me some context, boys.
Karthik, jump back out and jump in. Jump back out and jump in.
Yeah.
That is too funny.
Anyway, so we're here to discuss Irish football, okay? We all hate Declan Rice, isn't that right?
All right. Yes. Let's get back on track. Let's get back.
Okay, fine. As we've all agreed that Declan Rice is a prick, and now we can talk about the football again. Thank you.
I mean, he kind of lives near me. I kind of like him a little bit. I can't lie.
No. But you also know where he lives, so just take him out for me. Thank Gojo. But back to the football. Temi, so your thoughts on Greenwood? Are we going to see him back in starting lineup very soon, or is it going to be subs for a while, do you think? And what do you think is the impact tonight?
Yeah, to answer your last question first, I'll say he's going to be a bench player for a while, and that's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. I think Ollie's seen something today with he's back. I think Ollie's seen something today with Rashford on the right. And I think he might go with that for a while because I think natural width is something we desperately lacked all season. And I think he's found something in that. But he played well today. I mean, he was definitely desperate for a goal, and I think he overthought it a couple times. But I think he looked really sharp. There was a play where he created a fast break where he kind of had a faint touch and went around a player, and then the break was on. I thought it was really, really beautiful. But yeah, it's gonna be a while for him to get back in the side because I think that front three that Ollie's just found today might start playing more consistently.
Is Karthik? How far is it?
I'm alive. Am I alive?
Karthik, you're live. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just talking about Greenwood.
Right, I'm back.
We're just talking about Greenwood.
What actually happened before, by the way, while I'm asking?
You're just super delayed.
You're just
It's
super
so
delayed. Yeah.
So delayed.
Really? Oh, this is.
You're good now.
Right, I'm going to leave again. I'm okay. Cool.
You're good.
Cool. Right. Okay. Where was I when I died? This is fantastic. What a great post.
We're just talking Greenwood. We were talking Mason Greenwood.
Yeah.
Right. He's mint. Is he going to win the Ballon d'Or?
Yes.
Oh yeah, of course. Who's Lewandowski? Come on.
Lewandowski, you mean? Lewandowski.
Lewandowski. Yeah.
Right.
Who's Lewandowski?
Speaking of awards, how close is Marcus Rashford to the Champions League Golden Boot right now?
He's probably high up there.
Oh shit! 5 goals.
Because that might have something to do with why Bruno gave him the pen.
Maybe.
Maybe. Can we actually discuss that? Why did Bruno give up his penalty? Like that is a theory.
Yeah, it's weird.
No idea.
I didn't get it.
No idea.
I honestly think that they see it as an opportunity when you're if they're up 2, let's say you're up 2-0, right? I think maybe the coaching staff sees it as an opportunity to give one of the strikers a go at it. Just like for instance against Leipzig, right? I mean, I guess Rashford was on a hat trick then, so I don't know. I take that back now that I'm thinking about it.
I thought it had something to do with the fact that Rashford hasn't scored a goal in a while. Same with Martial. Martial gave up.
I guess. When was his last goal? What was his last
goal? What's it against Leipzig?
He scored the other week, didn't he?
This one is Leipzig.
That was his last goal, I think, against Leipzig.
Was it against? Wow.
Could actually be.
Could be. I can't remember anymore. Yeah.
And he didn't have a good game against West Brom. I thought it was a case of like he just wanted him, bit of a pick me up. I guess.
Good
I don't
shout.
know.
Good shout. Good shout.
But why do our players hate scoring hat tricks? Like we've gone.
Also, hang on. Speaking of people who can't score hat tricks, this is a true statement, by the way.
Bruno is the best midfield player on the planet right now.
Isn't that your podcast? Who's is it? Who's?
What is happening right now?
Wait, Coffee, are you here?
Yeah.
He is, hey.
Oh, okay, right, okay.
I was waiting for someone to agree.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Of course, man. Of course.
Sure.
Who is Leon? Who's Leon Goretzka? I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not going that far.
Clearly, my internet is not having this. So we're gonna do closing thoughts. Champions League going forward. Are we gonna top the group? Last 2 games are against tough sides, but they're both teams we've beaten before.
Yeah, I think so. I think it'll be enough now. I think it's very Ole-like for us to go to the Premier League, stink it out, then go to PSG and completely rip it up. So, or PSG come to us and rip it up. So I think we'll do enough to top the group. If we don't beat them, I think we'll definitely beat Leipzig and at least get a draw against PSG. But other than that, no one should be taking the first spot from us at this point. It should be ours all day long. Plus, also it's head-to-head as well. So even a draw against PSG will be enough.
Yeah.
Point blank period. So
True.
Yeah, should be all right.
I would be the same. I'm less confident. I think we should, considering what we've done already in the group so far, but you never know. I feel, look, I'll say we will. We get 1 point against in our next 2 games, and it should be guaranteed. But I still think that loss in Istanbul is going to come back and haunt us, because we should be on 12 points now. We should be 6 points ahead of those 2. And the fact that we're only 3, that's what's worrying me.
That is true.
We could pull up a performance like that again. I'm hoping we learn from that.
Tell me the voice.
Go on, I'm finished. Yes, go on, Temmie.
No,
the voice of reason, Temmie. Tell us whether we're going to top it.
So I definitely think to guarantee it, we need at least 1 win. We definitely, if we want to guarantee top that group, I don't think a draw and a loss tops the group for us. You know what I'm saying? Or a draw and a draw, because I think Leipzig or PSG could easily both win 2 on the bounce. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we need to be very, very wary of that. I do think a draw will get us through, though. In my humble opinion, I think 1 draw gets us at least guaranteed through that group. And then after that, it's the Champions League just becomes a toss up. You know how it goes. So
yes, I do know how it goes, Temmie.
Very, very excited. Again, very, very excited. That we are in this position. If you ask me at the beginning of this campaign, I think we'd be top of the group after 4 games. I would have probably said that's not going to happen. But here we are.
Yeah,
something's thudding. What is that?
That's Kojo typing in.
Sorry,
I was wondering what you were doing there. I was like, whoa. I know we've won a game, but fucking hell. Right, I'll go around to everyone. Tell us where people can find you. Kojo, since you've been doing dodgy stuff, we'll go to you first.
I thought you put the screen on me. Yeah, you can find me. Here's my ads below. There we go. At Coach Kojo and at Free Midfield. That's my podcast all over the SoundCloud, Spotify, all that, and of course YouTube as well. Free Midfield. Come check us out.
Now to the HQ of the Declan Rice fan club.
Hurt me when I'm down. You can find me at Acting Joe. There you go. I pointed directly for the first time ever. You can find me on Instagram at Joe Your Own Way. You can find me on my YouTube channel just by searching Joe O'Neill, and you can check out all my short films and stuff like that. And also make sure to like and subscribe to All for United, where you can see myself and the lads here a good few times over the next rest of your life. So make sure to check us out there. Thanks.
And over to HQ of Harry Maguire's fan club.
Guys, make sure to check me out at Temmie Talks United on Twitter. You guys will see my tweets there. I just talk the real every day. You know what I'm saying? Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube. Same thing at Temmie Talks United. Hopefully, planning to launch for New Year's. That's the goal. So got some new things in store for that. Follow the wave as always. You already know.
Temmie, you are so fucking cool. It's so annoying. like
He's
so
true with
good.
it, isn't it?
Like,
He's
did you see
true
him?
with it.
Like, ride the wave. What was the other thing he said when you first introduced yourself? I can't even remember. I was like, Jesus Christ. He's like,
so smooth.
he's
so
like the
smooth
Maryland
with it.
James Bond. It's so annoying.
Yeah,
But,
tell me, where are you from in America?
I live in Maryland, so like 30 minutes away from DC.
Yeah, he's got that swag, man. That's the way it is. It's all right.
he's got the
man.
swag, yeah. We can't
It's just
compete
natural.
with this.
It's just natural. It's natural to
This,
him.
this is what the
that's
ladies and shit come to see. We're all fucking spare parts. We're all like starters and desserts. Kemi's the main fucking course here.
Listen, bro. Listen, the drip is different over there, bro. Trust me, he's living good, bro. He might be talking like that since he was 5 years old. That's how he does things.
Nah, I'm not showing y'all pictures of me when I was 5. This came over time. You feel me?
No. Trust me. You at 5 and me at 5 is still like no matter how uncool you thought you were, you don't need to see me. Okay.
I'm crying. Oh wait, can we give a shout out to Bruno today? I feel like we haven't said it. That goal. Oh my shit!
Yeah.
Oh my shit!
You've stolen my fucking closing thoughts, Timmy.
I'm sorry.
That's our Timmy.
Leave it. All of these people who talking that stuff. Take it back. Take it back. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Yes, Timmy.
I don't want to hear it anymore.
Timmy, that's so cool. Man. How you just want to throw away all the compliments. That's so cool of you.
I'm sorry. No, thank you. But I just had to say that. Man. Bruno fucking Fernandez. Oh, let's go.
Right. Anyway, if I'm still alive, I'm gonna tell you where you can find me. I'll be on the moon, connected to the internet via a potato, apparently. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Mr. Cartsham. You can also find me on @Front3Chat. That is my new channel. We are making some content. We've got some exciting content on the way. And also on All for United, so make sure you stay locked here. My closing thoughts then, United are mint. Bruno Fernandes is the best player in the world. He's the best midfielder in the world. He's going to win everything. He scored an absolute thunder cunt to all of you who said that he's shit and fuck off. And what else do I want to say? Mason Greenwood was going to win the Ballon d'Or in a few years. Marcus Rashford's going to win the Champions League Golden Boot. Anthony Martial is the next Thierry Henry. And Manchester United are going to win the fucking Champions League. See you in a bit.